our unicorn battle, and the guests will join us. So I'm sharing my screen and share my pitch deck. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to greet you today at the Unicorn Battle Silicon Valley Online. We are grateful to our global partners of today's event, our Platinum Partner Network VC, and our Golden Partners, Menlo Park University and Sand Hill Program. This event is organized by Startup Network and VC House. We are open and we are very happy to invite you to join together with us in selected startups by our syndicate club. So please, if you would like to join our investment community, please scan this QR code and contact our team for more detailed information about such great opportunities. So here is our ecosystem with the main core of Network VC. Network VC is an investment venture capital fund. We have invested in more than 70 startups already, mostly at seed and Series A stages in different startups globally. So Unicorn.Events is an open platform for pitch events. We organize on a regular basis in person and online. So up to date, we have organized more than 500 events globally, and our winners have raised more than $1 billion. So Startup Network is an open platform where startups publish their ideas and projects and to make it possible for investors to find different outstanding projects for their investment portfolio. So we have more than 50K startups on our platform, joining from 125 countries. So Startup Inc. Is a platform that allows investors to join our deals and make their own investment clubs on our platform. So please, if this opportunity is interesting for you, scan QR code and join our investment community. VC House is the platform that connects VCs globally, and currently we have more than 500 members on our platform. So through VC House, VCs exchange deals, and if you are interested, you are also very welcome to join this club. And now we would like to introduce you to our jury board. And so, as usual, dear judges, if you would like to introduce yourself, please click raise a hand button and you will be given a floor to speak. I'm stop sharing my screen to see you properly. Alexander, please, would you like to be the first one?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Julia. Network VC today has, I believe, 100 startups in our portfolio already. Mostly they're based in the US. Sorry. Mostly they are software startups. We don't invest in hardware startups, excluding defense tech, probably. Our defense tech startups, we have 12 startups today in our portfolio of 100. And usually we invest in seed to round A. Our checks are several hundred K. So the founders can be from any place, but we prefer when the incorporation of the company is in Delaware. So that's all from my side, Julia.
Thank you, Alexander. Kelly, please.
Hi, Julia. Thank you very much, Alex, Julia, and Victoria for having me. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelly Law, founder and investor at Mans International, based in Toronto, Canada. Over the past 18 years, I've partnered with tech founders and investors across 50 plus countries with a focus on B2B deep tech in healthcare and smart living. So we invest up to $1 million and accelerate growth through our strong networks across North America and Asia. I'm excited to be here and look forward to discovering interesting ideas. Best of luck to all the teams. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Walid.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Alex, Victoria, and Julia, for hosting such a very nice event. My name is Walid El Bashir. I am based in Dubai at the moment. I've been in technology for 30 years. I've been in the operator side, founder on the government, and I have been into startup ecosystem since 2012. I run Qnity Ventures, which is a venture firm that support early stage startups in Industry 4 and deep tech particularly. And we do also support startups coming to the region, right from North Europe, East Europe, Central Asia, Far East, who are interested to come into GCC through investment and market access, support. Looking forward to see such great startups today, and I wish you best of luck all.
Thank you so much, Walid. Thank you for joining us. Leon, please.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. I'm a serial entrepreneur and venture partner at Network VC. At the same time, I am a senator at World Business Angel Investment Forum, one of the biggest angel investment organizations that reports to G20. And in my spare time, I am a global startup coach, helping startup to prepare to raising capital.
Thank you so much, Leon, for joining us. Drew, please.
Hey guys, how are you? Drew Goodrich here. Calling in from Florida, basically split time between Silicon Valley and Florida with Plucky VC. We're a pre-seed to seed fund of about 35 or so investors. Kind of our makeup and LP base is really kind of spread across the VC community. So we have about anywhere from 12 to 15 funds, that basically you can use as proxies for future investment. We, like I mentioned, pre-seed to seed, usually check sizes anywhere from 50 to 300K. But yeah, really looking forward to getting to know everyone here.
Thank you so much. Andy, please.
Hi everyone, so my name's Andy. I'm a reformed designer turned VC. I work at Seedcamp. Seedcamp were arguably the first pre-seed and seed-stage fund in Europe. We're generally regarded as one of the top 3 in Europe. Typically just because of the size of our portfolio and the fact we've got like 11 unicorns, which is not a lot by US standards, but it's a reasonable amount by UK standards. We are in Fund 6, $120 million fund. We invest in around like 80, 90 founders in each fund. And we're kind of stage specific, sector agnostic. So we cover everything. Obviously, because we're in the UK, we do a lot of fintech. So we invested in Wise, we invested in Resollant, UiPath, so a lot of automation, a lot of AI, a lot of SaaS. Also, in my spare time, I am the author of a book called The Growth Equation, which is all about the first kind of 2 years of early stage startup growth, getting to your sort of $1 million plus ARR. So that might be of interest to some of the founders on the call as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your introduction and for being with us. Sarah, please.
Hi, thank you, Julia and Alexander, for having me today. I'm Sarah Pracha, CEO at Pracha Ventures, South Asia's first ISO certified remote startup accelerator. We have worked with 80 plus startups and 500 Fortune companies to revamp their growth acceleration. We empower innovations and tech-powered ventures for a better tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to see every startup today. Good luck to everyone, and let's have it.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. So, dear judges, if I have missed you and you would like to introduce yourself, please the floor is yours. Yeah, Michal.
Hi, I'm Michael, managing partner of Lighthouse Ventures. We invest in B2B startups, mainly in Europe, investing as early as idea stage towards early seed. And I'm like frequent participants at your events, and you are doing tremendous job. So thank you very much for inviting me, and look forward to hearing and seeing the pitches today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Jim, please.
Hi, Jim Thomas here. Great to be with you guys again. I'm based on the Space Coast, helping companies get into the marketplace, do a lot around the, being here on the Space Coast, I do a lot around the space industry. But when you think about it, it's clean water, it's clean food, it's abundant energy. It's all the things that, you know, human basic needs that we need. And those are a lot of the areas that I've worked in the past and enjoy helping companies with. So great being with you.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Then let's move to the next part of our event. So I'm happy to remind you about our voting procedure. So, dear judges, you have received your personal voting link on your email address. In case you have missed it, just text me in the chat and I'll remind you your voting link. You will be redirected to the event page and see the logos of presenting companies today. So you have to evaluate the investment potential and the potential to become the unicorn. So the 10 is the highest mark. There is no confirmation button. So in case you would like to change your mind until the voting will be closed, feel free to do so. Here we go with selected companies that will pitch today. Dear startup founders, I would like to remind you that you'll have 3 minutes for pitching, followed by 3 minutes from questions, answers, and suggestions by judges. So you'll see the timer at the right upper corner, and to see the timing properly. So I'm wishing you all the best, good luck, and let's start from the first participant, from the first presenter, Startup RealNose.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. All right. Hi, I'm Nicolas Stefanou, CEO of RealNose.ai. RealNose is a biomachine olfaction system. It integrates olfactory receptors and AI to fully replicate the mammalian olfaction system. This is a platform and has numerous applications, such as medical diagnostics, cancer detection, defense and security, and so on. These are the global markets of applications that we can go after. Currently, we're focusing on prostate cancer detection by sniffing urine, and also we have started chemical and biological threat detection. Now, let's see what is the problem with prostate cancer detection. It starts with a PSA test, which is used for screening purposes. This has many false positives, leading to many unnecessary biopsies. We're talking that 3 out of 4 biopsies are unnecessary. Our solution is a highly sensitive electronic nose that is able to sniff odorants at very low concentration. We're talking about a few parts per trillion. And by sniffing urine, we offer a non-invasive and highly accurate detection method. This was inspired by dogs because they can detect cancer very well. Our technology is based on biomimicking the olfactory receptors that we have in our noses. And we do that by taking the amino acid sequence, their genome, and express proteins out of that. Now, these proteins are extremely unstable, and a lot of know-how, and this is our moat that nobody else has been done to stabilize these proteins. We then use machine learning to train our device. This technology has been researched initially at MIT and funded by DARPA, GlaxoSmith, and Prostate Cancer Foundation. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have founded 2 startups in the past with 1 great exit. My co-founder, Dr. Andreas Mersin, has 19 years of research at MIT replicating olfactory systems. Now, our target customers are diagnostic centers and primary care physicians. We plan to charge a $1,000 fee, a subscription fee per month, and a $50 commission per test. Now, during the MIT years, during a DARPA study, it was shown that this technology had 200 times better limit of detection against trained dogs. This was in a cleaner environment detecting specific odorants. In another study with Prostate Cancer Foundation and Medical Detection Dogs of UK, it was shown that using machine learning with GCMS analysis, actually, machine learning was able to achieve very high accuracy along with dogs. Now, so far in our company, we have incorporated 2 years ago. We have raised 1.6 million. We have filed 5 patents. We have expressed our prototypes, our proteins and prototypes successfully. We have graduated from 2 accelerator programs. And most importantly, we have signed a letter of intent with the Cleveland Clinic to do clinical studies for prostate, bladder, and breast cancers. Now, in the next few months, we will be doing validation studies with urine samples in Boston, where we are located. And towards the end of the year, we plan to raise another funding round to accommodate clinical studies for FDA and CE. Thank you. Sorry, Julia, I think you're muted. We cannot hear you.
I'm sorry for this. So we see the first question from Alexander, please.
Thank you very much. Looks very promising. And are you fundraising right now, or no?
Yes, we're open to fundraise. Actually, on our pre-seed round, we were raising 2 million, so we have still some space left. This round was with 8 million post-money valuation cap. So with the same deal, we can raise a few more hundred. But towards the end of the year, we plan to design another round.
Okay, and can you elaborate a bit more on your competitors?
Yes, specifically for prostate cancer, there have been a couple of startups that improved a little bit the specificity, but not enough. For example, ExoDX and SelectMDx are a couple of those. Most of these competitors don't actually don't do a diagnosis. They just do a prediction. They take PSA as an input, and also they take some results and try to figure out if there is a big chance of developing an aggressive cancer. Now, in terms of other companies that do olfaction, there are some out there, but none of them so far have progressed quite far. It's a new trend. There are like 3 to 5 companies out there that are really trying to do olfaction.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question from Kelly, please.
Thank you, Julia. Hi, Nicholas, and nice presentation. So can you please elaborate how do you plan to drive adoption among your potential customers like primary care physicians who are accustomed to the PSA to biopsy workflow?
Yes, first of all, we can start having revenue, at least in the US, through the CLIA process. This is a certification for the labs. With that, we can sell to diagnostic labs, but we cannot market it ourselves. Now, having cleared the FDA path and the CE in Europe, we can have access to insurance companies. And insurance companies will be saving a lot of money, so they were going to push it into their networks, and this will drive adoption.
Great, good luck.
Thank you.
The next question from Sarah, please.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask that how much the module will be depending, especially the results module will be depending on the AI, and what is your revenue model? Like, can you define it in one line, like how you are going to generate the revenue?
Yes, first of all, we plan to go after several diseases, and at some point, the vision is to have a screening device that can be used once per year, let's say, to screen the population and detect several potential diseases. So there will be a fee for the test, and we will cut a commission from the diagnostic lab that will be running the test. Now, this is one part. On the other hand, we have started working on some defense applications because one of the accelerator that we graduated was a NATO Diana challenge, and they want us to work on chemical weapon detection.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Walid, I'm sorry, we do not have enough time. So it was Nicholas and Startup RealNose. Thanks for your presentation. And we are moving to our next presenter, Startup Provengo. Dror, are you ready to share your screen? And please check that you are not muted.
Can you see my screen? Can you see the slides?
Yeah, I can see the slide and you can start.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody, for having me. Nice to meet you. We are Provengo. I'm the CEO. And what we do is we use deep technology and formal methods to eliminate or reduce risk from written systems through AI and by humans. I'm sorry. There we go. So when you think about how software is developed and how systems are developed today, the whole definition process is done manually. And what that means is when you have complex systems, you need to get inputs from the product, from analysts, from regulation, from compliance, from customers, from developers, QA, DevOps. Everybody has his say. And all this is integrated into manual Word documents, sometimes user stories in Jira, but they're integrated manually. And this is where Provengo comes in. We basically created a solution, a platform, which takes all types of requirements, operational, regulatory rules, business rules, client behaviors or specifications, and they integrate with one another, creating a complete map of all your functional requirements, all your functional behaviors. And that can be executed. It can be executed into tests. It can be executed as guardrails. It could be executed as automation layers. In a nutshell, we take all the fluffy requirements as they are today, whether they start as Word, whether they start as Excels, whether they start as simple definitions, and we have become the missing link between that and the automation layer. Basically, we can automate every simple requirement and make it into a working system. We do that with formal methods. That means that every output that is coming out of our system is fully explainable, can be fully proved, and fully verified. 100% correct by design. So as you design things correctly, we can execute them properly. Today we've got, as you see, this is our pipeline. We're starting to generate revenues, industries from insurance and medical, finance, defense. Basically, everybody wants to map their logic of how the system needs to operate, and we can do that for them. And once we do that, we already have use cases with testing. We've got use cases with automation. And the next stage is basically applying it over AI agent, agentic AI. A little bit of our testimonials, CTOs, which are our main target audience, VP R&Ds, which are the users and who integrate these tools within the system. Huge market. Basically, every development process, every automation process, every workflow that has a logic within can use this system. And we're targeting eventually a 1.7 billion target for ourselves out of the total 100 billion market that we're looking at.
Thank you, Dror.
This is the team. This is based on academic deep tech that we've extracted out of a university. They continue to support us and bring IP. Michael, our CTO, has basically did his PhD on this technology. And myself, this is my third startup. One was sold. And we continue to bring a combination of academics, business, and technology to the market.
Thank you, Dror.
We raised today 1.3 million. Our next round is for 5 million, which will bring us to an ARR of 1 million. We've graduated from a Techstars program, and that's basically us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dror. We have the first question from Walid.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting approach to what's happening right now in the market. My question will be like, what is your business model like? And right now, whenever you're deploying automation, especially within the development, software development, you need to balance between, the utilization of getting the task done and between the guardrail. You don't want to hire an employee and give him an open budget and you tell him, okay, go and do this task, with an open budget. This is one of the main challenges that's happening. How are you going to solve this challenge? And how are you going to embed it into your business model, basically the revenue structure or the subscription or whatever it is?
So we're doing a SaaS model, a monthly basis. What we're seeing that clients like is basically we're signing up for a fixed price for the engine, and on top of that, you add users. So as you grow within the organization, the benefit is expanded. Usually, roughly, it starts from about $4,000 to $5,000 for the first 20 users, and it grows as you expand. That's a monthly cost. The value here is enormous because we're trying to sell the value, not the cost. The value sell is that you reduce time to market of your development, you reduce the risk, you're allowing more people to engage and enable AI because we're able to play around with that and make sure that AI behaves based on formal behaviors or formal logic. And that, in general, all of these reduce costs dramatically.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question from Kelly, please.
Thank you, Julia. Hi, Joel. It's interesting. So, how many paying clients or pilots do you currently have? And what is your customer acquisition strategy?
So today we have 2 paying customers. We've got 5 different POCs in process. And as you saw from the pipeline, we're building more. We've got partnerships with 3 different SIs, as well as we started a partnership with IBM and with Broadcom team. The SIs is how we get to market. So basically, we're trying to tag along to their existing tools. And one of the tools from the sides that we connect, basically, we're showing them how we bring the end-to-end vision. So if you look at a Broadcom tool, we're doing automation there. They have a monitoring tool called DX. Basically, we're taking those alerts. We're automating the whole remediation process from those alerts from the NOC and executing them through their other tool, which is Atomic, and basically giving them an end-to-end solution for their internal solutions that they cannot connect. That's basically the story here. So we're using SIs. I hope that answered.
Great. All the best.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Leon, I'm so sorry we are out of time. If you don't mind, please proceed your question to Dror in chat. Thank you, Dror.
Thank you, everybody.
We are moving to our next presenter, Emily, and startup Resollant.
Hi, my name's Emily Avagliano, and I'm the CEO and founder of Resollant. I'm just getting my slides up here. And I'm here today to talk to you about a deep tech solution, hydrogen and graphite, decarbonized and at large scale, but also cheaper than how we produce it today, and without government incentives or a price for carbon. So at Resollant, we make a reactor that makes the raw materials that make everything else. So hydrogen, syngas, graphite, these are the raw materials that are used in almost every product in almost every industry. For example, you can take hydrogen and make ammonia, which makes fertilizer, which feeds the world. So what we're talking about is hydrogen and graphite cheaper than what we can produce it today, but still zero emissions and at large scale. And we're producing one product. And this is what makes it such a great business idea. Because natural gas, which is the feedstock we use to make hydrogen, syngas, and graphite, is consistent spec, this one product, this one minimal R&D can support over $200 billion TAM. We can enter refineries, petrochem, agricultural, transportation fuels, batteries. All of these markets are easily accessible with just this one reactor. And we have a proof of concept that we're testing today at the University of Tennessee, and we'll have our initial test results in August and September. We are working with 4 strategic oil and gas companies. That's our beachhead. And we're going to produce a 1 ton per day trailer in 2026. There are a 10-ton plug and play. Basically, that means the reactor is fully kitted and sent to the refinery, and they start producing the hydrogen and using it in their downstream processes. And that's coming out in 2027. And in 2029, we have the largest scale, 250 tons. So again, we've raised $200K for our proof of concept. We've talked to over 30 customers in the refineries, petrochem, steel, cement industries that want this hydrogen and can use this graphite. We filed our PCT and we're in multiple accelerators. We are combining existing technology that already exists at scale with big suppliers. So this is no huge technical breakthrough. It's a combination of a novel combination of existing parts. And here's our team. We all came out of General Electric, and we produced this clean coal gasifier from blank sheet of paper to full scale in 5 years, hitting all our performance metrics. So this team has produced trillions in first of kind product, and we're fundraising $2 million to take our lab scale to a pilot design.
Yeah. Thank you, Emily. It's time for questions, and I see the first question from Sarah.
Hi, Emily. I wanted to ask that what are your next technical and fundraising milestones to hit before the launch in 2026?
So what we're doing right now is we're testing at the University of Tennessee, and we're looking at our first pass conversion. In other words, how we take methane and split that into hydrogen and graphite. And the key questions are, how much electricity does that take? Because that's going to determine the plant economics over a period of time. And then secondly, how pure is my hydrogen and graphite? Because that's also going to determine my plant economics and how easily those products can be used in downstream processes. And so we should complete that in September. And we're fundraising by the end of Q4 this year. We will also have an EPC floor provide quotes for our 1 ton per day for 2026. And we already have a reactor design because, again, we're combining existing technologies, but in a novel new way. The thing that we really need to design in order to get that 2026 successful is the operating profile of the new reactor. Next question.
Thank you. The next question from Walid, please.
Yeah, thanks, Rosalind. How defendable is this? And are there any competitors doing something similar in the market? Also, I see one of your customers is ADNOC, so we would love to support if there's anything. We work very closely with ADNOC leadership. And you know, ADNOC CEO, he's also State Minister of Advanced Industrial in UAE here. So if you need any local help here, we'll be
I'd love to follow up with you. One of my CTO's boss works at ADNOC, and they work together for quite some time, so they're very familiar, but any types of connections would be wonderful. Just bear in mind the labels of customers that I listed. Those were customer interviews. They're voice of customer interviews, not actual paying customers at this time. The first revenue we will have is 2026 when one of those 4 major oil and gas companies purchases our 1 ton per day trailer. But we're in process for selling that this year. And then
About the patent, how defendable? My first part of the question.
Sure. So how defendable? We do have lots of competitors. Okay. There's lots of people trying to decarbonize hydrogen, if you've heard of the hydrogen economy, but there's also gray hydrogen today. So steam methane reforming is how they produce it today, but without capturing carbon. When we capture the carbon, we add an additional revenue stream to the plants, and we can also run our reactor in a cheaper way than steam methane reforming today. But there's pyrolysis, there's electrolysis, and there's steam methane reforming. You should know any other solution is going to be 3x the cost of that steam methane reforming. We are the only solution that can lower and beat cost at today's production.
Thanks. Clear enough. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Emily. It was all that we have time for. I'm stop your screen sharing. Thank you for your pitch. And I'm inviting our next presenter, Diego, and Startup Qnity.
Hello, everyone. Let me just share my screen right now. Perfect. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, you can start.
Perfect. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Diego Stone, CEO and co-founder at Qnity. Pharma companies face several challenges when developing a new drug. Not only there's limitations in the process itself, but also on the tools, the devices used to perform this kind of discovery. Namely, for a precision barrier, specifically when working, for instance, with small molecules, or the fact that these equipment are very expensive. Just to give you an example, SPR, which is the gold standard in drug discovery and affinity analysis, has a limitation when working with small molecules, early stage, or even weak molecular interactions. And the screening campaign can cost up to $5 million. As a result, a lot of potential drug candidates are lost early in the pipeline. So meet Qnity. Qnity is the next leap in drug discovery. We're aligning quantum science with real-world pharma needs, therefore redefining the standard in drug discovery. We're bringing in quantum precision and cost accessibility with our technology, that is our equipment. We're 1 million times more precise than SPR, reaching the attomolar scale, and at a fraction of the cost, reducing the analytic average costs per year up to 10 times. But how does this work? Well, in Qnity, we're working with quantum electrochemistry applied to our chips. Here in my hand, you might see the chip that's on the slides. And this chip is where we're able to perform this analysis of molecular interaction at a very precise level. We have a peptide, which is one of the patents we have with Oxford, which acts as the binding agent and the signal amplifier for this sort of interaction, getting all sorts of binding affinity data, biophysical and kinetic, very useful for drug discovery, but also for diagnostics. Drug discovery is a multi-billion-dollar market, so we're focusing on that because not only we're able to get through a market that doesn't need any sort of FDA approval, but also because it's underserved by current technologies. We're working with POCs right now with multiple companies like Merck and also validating drug discovery data from AI. We're right now developing the first prototypes, which will be ready by early 2027. We're going to be operating in a razor blade model. So far, we have a lot of traction, 3 patents with Oxford. We were selected to relocate to Oklahoma with the help of a foundation there, top innovator in quantum by the World Economic Forum, and we were presenters at BIO a few weeks ago in Boston. This is the amazing team that's leading this so far, experts with backgrounds not only in quantum chemistry, but also on entrepreneurship. This is my second startup. I'm a postgrad from Stanford. And we're raising a $1.5 million round right now to take this quantum leap to grow the team and move to the US and start our proof of concepts. Thank you very much and join us in this next leap in drug discovery.
Thank you so much, Diego. Dear judges, please, your questions. Alexander?
Hello. Where are you based now?
Right now, we're based in Brazil. We are already incorporated in Delaware. but we're on the move to elablish our new lab and HQ in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And you said, can you elaborate more on your team? Sorry. So can you go back to your team slide?
Yes.
So you said you made your postdoc at Stanford, yeah? Is it right?
Postgrad.
Postgrad. Okay. And what about your colleagues?
So Laís, Olivia, our CTO and CSO, they are leading the technical side of the company. They've done their PhDs and postdocs in Brazilian universities, and Laís actually finished her postdoc in the National Institute of Nanotechnology of Iberia in Portugal. So they have been working with this quantum electrochemistry for the past 7 years in the lab, and now we're taking it to the market.
Okay, what about Olivia?
Olivia's also been working on this since her postdoc. So she's been working on postdoc for the past like 4 years, also on the quantum applications, specifically for DNA sensing. With both professors, Professor Paulo and Professor Adriano, there on the strategic board. They were visiting professors in Oxford for a couple of years, and that's when they developed authored the patents, which are the basis of what we are using here in Qnity.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexander.
The next question from Kelly, please.
Thank you, Julia. Hi, Diego. It's very interesting. So, what is your go-to-market strategy?
So great question, Kelly. I do have a slide on that. So this is the roadmap that we have ahead of us. So right now we're developing several proof of concepts with interested parties like Merck, the German Merck. We are also drafting a potential LOI with Johnson & Johnson. We're going to be developing all these proof of concepts until the end of 26, when the first prototypes will start shipping out, and then start the pre-sales of this technology early in 2027, when we expect to raise the Series A round. So these are the next steps into the commercialization of this. In the meantime, we will be doing several POCs, as you might see from the roadmap. We've just had a conversation with the UK government like 1 hour ago, and they're not only interested in investing in our tech, but also in using it in their catapult endeavors on the drug discovery side. So this is some of the, let's say, focus right now is to get lots of tractions and validation with other partners besides academia, so that this can be a use case as soon as the first prototypes start shipping out.
Great, all the best.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm sorry. Thank you, Diego, for your presentation. And I'm inviting our next presenter, startup Cassia.ai, James.
Thank you very much, Julia. And hello, everyone. It's very nice to see you all. My name is James Tandon. I am CEO and founder of Cassia.ai, and we do math better. And what are we focused on? We are focused on the AI power problem. So what is the AI power problem? And the fact is that AI's not so quiet secret is that it uses a lot of power. Meta is investing in wind farms or wind power generation plants in the Midwest. Microsoft is investing in 3 Mile Island, and you have 6-year lead times for new data centers in the Bay Area. In some places like Singapore and around Washington, D.C., it's now illegal to build new data centers because there's just not enough power. Enter Cassia.ai. We develop foundational IP to increase TOPS per watt efficiency of chips. So we have slow, power hungry, and expensive chips for doing AI. And we developed new semiconductor IP to make it smaller, faster, better, cheaper. On the left side, you'll see the typical multiplier for what's used in an AI chip. And on the right side, a Cassia enhanced multiplier, of course, blown up because these chips are about 30 square or 900 square millimeters. So these are typically much, much smaller. But because we're able to reduce the number of transistors, we are also able to increase the performance while reducing power. And these are all patent pending fast algorithms. Our business model is to take these semiconductor IP algorithms and license them to AI chip makers. So this will be with a one-time upfront fee for the license, and then within 3 years of licensing, we would be drawing a 2 to 6% royalty on the chips. So instead of having a 6-year to 7-year lead time on the data centers, companies would be able to increase their compute because they have a maximum power budget. They would be able to increase their compute, potentially doubling or more within a short term. Our target market segments are the AI chip makers, AI/ML IP licensors, because we have multiple companies in the ecosystem, and also FPGA manufacturers. These target TinyML, edge, mobile, and data center, with different advantages for the Cassia.ai technology: chip size, power consumption, increased speed, also reduced requirements for cooling. Our team collectively has over 100 years of experience, with everybody having at least 15 to 30 years of experience in semiconductor or semiconductor IP. I myself have brought up more than 10 chips. We are right now raising a safe round of $500,000. We already have a lead investor. We have a test chip that is coming up that will be coming in at the end of the year. And we will be bringing this to FPGA customers within 6 months. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James. And I see the first questions from our churches. The first question from Andy, please.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for sharing. So you said you're currently sort of benchmarking, I think you said about a 50% energy reduction. What's a theoretical kind of limit of energy reduction? I'm just trying to figure out if this is like a one-time play, or whether you have IP moving forward that you think, well, the first chip will be a 50% reduction, second chip will be 75, et cetera, et cetera. So like, what's the ultimate kind of theoretical energy there?
Yeah, the ultimate theoretical energy is a very interesting problem, because we're right now focused on the semiconductor IP math. So multiplication, addition, division, exponentiation, but we're also looking at other technologies as well, whether it be at the transistor level or whether it be superconducting. We also look at other cases with memory architecture. So when you get a 2x here, a 2x here, a 2x here, you will eventually get, when you cascade these up to, say, potentially 10 of these technologies, you can get up to maybe 100 to 1,000x improvement.
But
so
I guess I was meaning rather than chaining a variety of technology together, I was thinking purely what you have at the moment.
Oh, okay. So at this point, it really depends on what the target customer needs for their technology. So if they're doing training, we are especially good. So you require a lot of bits. The more bits, so 16 to 32 bits, we get we reduce the complexity by an order of magnitude. So it improves when you add more accuracy. When you go with a fewer number of bits, I mean, you can approximate or optimize only so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The next question from Sarah, please.
Yeah. So what are your 2026 technical and commercial milestones?
Yes, thank you for asking. We are right now on a technical design sprint for an FPGA customer. Our customer would like to bring FPGA product to the data center using our technology. And so we need to develop some new IP specifically for this customer. We are in fact going to be presenting this technology to customers at the Gen AI Summit in Silicon Valley here. If you would like to join, please let me know. I can get you potentially a free ticket to that. And we want to bring in first customers within 6 to 9 months based on that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the last quick question from Drew, please.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I'd love to learn a little bit more around kind of the go-to-market here, right? Like obviously there's the licensing piece, and obviously there's just a lot of potential iterations as you think around, the IP and kind of the process you were just describing. Can you run me through what that journey kind of looks like, how you envision that going forward at scale?
Yes, so there are a finite number of companies that actually develop AI/ML chip accelerators or AI semiconductor IP. So in the process, a semiconductor company will review this over the course of several months. And then when they choose to go to chip, they will build a test chip for their delivery to market. That will be an upfront license fee. And then they will continue developing and iterating on that. And this is a process that can take 1.5 to 3 years. Excuse me, 1.5 to 3 years, depending on the customer. And then once that goes to production, they will then be producing X number of chips per year, somewhere on the order. A small run is probably 40,000 chips, but as many as tens of millions. And we would draw a licensing fee of 2 to 6% of the final cost per die based on that.
Awesome. Thanks, James.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. James, I'm sorry, we have no more time left. Thanks for your presentation.
Thank you.
And, I'm stopping your screen and inviting Giulio of the startup Oxbridge Clinical. Giulio, please let me know when you're ready to share your screen.
Hello. Yes. Excellent. Okay. There we go. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Not yet.
Oh, can you see it now?
No.
Oh, no, it didn't go through. Oh, sorry. Sorry, now it should go.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Excellent. So my name is Giulio De Angeli. I'm the CEO of Oxbridge Clinical. Did you know that when you go to your doctor with an infection like pneumonia, we cannot actually tell if it's caused by a virus or bacteria? This means that you'll get the exact same treatment as everyone else, whether it's the right one or not. Spoiler, usually it's not. Did you know that this uncertainty leads to 1.5 million avoidable hospitalizations every year just for pneumonia, just in the US? And did you know that this is the main reason why antibiotic resistance is exploding, already causing twice as many deaths as malaria, and it's on track to become the leading cause of death worldwide? Now, imagine your doctor had a tool that is this big that could tell them exactly what's causing your infection right in their office in under 5 minutes. Well, you don't have to imagine that because that's exactly what we're building. We have developed a breakthrough AI-powered technology that can detect and quantify dozens of viruses, bacteria, fungi in a single test without a lab in minutes. And it does all of this in about 1/100th of the cost of traditional methods like PCR. Our technology combines solid-state micropores with AI. When microbes go through the pore, we read an electric signal, which is informative of its morphology and surface charge, electrical charge. No molecular reagents. So forget antibodies, forget primers. The clever part of the recognition is entirely software. Our state-of-the-art AI engine takes in the electric footprint raised by each individual microorganism. It summarizes the useful information into an embedding, and it makes a decision about what species it is. And accuracy is remarkable. We are able to correctly classify microorganisms and 99% accuracy per individual copy of the bug. Our platform is not limited to healthcare. It can be applied anywhere microbial detection matters: food safety, water quality, agriculture, many more. And here's the strategic advantage. Non-clinical markets don't require lengthy FDA approvals or costly clinical trials. That's why we are starting from food safety first. And we are not alone. Our lead investor is Guido Barilla, president of the 5 billion in revenue Barilla Group, which is present in 100+ countries. With his backing, we are uniquely positioned to enter and scale in the food industry. We have already raised 1 million in pre-seed funding, which allowed us to open our company in Delaware, our lab in Boston, proof of concept, and patent our technology. Now, it's all about automation and commercialization. We are raising a 4.5 million seed round, and we are roughly halfway there. We have selected a razor and blade business model to maximize adoption with a SaaS-like model for consumables. The machine will cost less than $2,000, and consumables will go down to less than $10 a test in costs. This technology has the potential to save up a lot of money for a lot of people. Now, they say that ultrasound is an extension to the physician's hand for morphology. Our dream is that our low-cost, pocket-sized machine will become the extension of the physician's and manufacturer's hands for anything microbial. Help us win this battle, not just the unicorn battle today, but the larger fight against antimicrobial resistance tomorrow.
So much, Julio. And we have the first question from Leon.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I'm a little bit confused about your go-to-market strategy. You mentioned food, you mentioned clinics and physicians. So actually, what is your go-to-market strategy?
We will go to market first in the food application because that's much faster, which provides us a very quick ROI for the investor. Essentially, we are now automating the platform in the next 6 months. Then we are starting a pilot study at the Barilla. And when that's successful, we already have our first paying customer. The approval pipeline for food takes 6 to 9 months and costs $10K per application, while the clinical application, of course, costs, in our case, roughly 5 million and will require clinical trial.
So currently you are raising money to get to the food.
Yes,
beachhead, right?
Correct.
Okay, interesting, because a lot of was saying about clinics and how physicians should work and patients. And finally we get to the food. Okay, thank you.
The issue with clinical is that you have to factor in at least 3, 4, 5 years of approval regulatory pathway, which extends the ROI a lot further down the line. With a food application, we can be cash positive in 1.5 years.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What's the food application quickly? I didn't quite understand. How is that going down that route?
In the food, there's 2 main applications. One is essentially counting the bacteria when they enter the plant, and the other is the detection of pathogens. Our best differentiators is for quantity pathogens like Staph aureus that need to be tested every single batch. Barilla, for example, they test twice a day. They have to test for Staph aureus in fresh egg pasta. And we can massively accelerate that. At the moment, it's taking 24 hours to test that. We can do the same in 5 minutes without a lab. It's a major differentiator.
Okay, thank you. Alexander, please, your question.
Are you now based in Boston or you are still in the UK?
No, we are based in Boston. The name stands from the fact that we did our PhDs in Oxford and Cambridge, respectively.
Oh, okay, great. And you're raising now at what cap?
So we got a 6.7 valuation post money as a pre-seed. Now we are raising at about 18. We're happy to discuss about that.
18, yeah, 18.
Correct.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, then. Thank you, Julio, for your presentation. And we are moving to our next presenter. Of the timer. So I'm inviting Harpal with startup Sarcomere Dynamics.
Hey, good morning, Julia. Can you see my slides?
Yeah, I can see a slide. You can start.
Great, thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm Harpal, co-founder and CEO of Sarcomere Dynamics. We are bringing near-human capability to automation. There is a global labor shortage. 85 million jobs are expected to go unfilled by 2030, out of which 9.4 million will require the use of hands or something similar to the human hand. This problem is not going away anytime soon. Demographic changes is a big factor. More people leaving the workforce than entering. Reshoring efforts across the Western world, especially immigration issues, as everybody knows, have become a politically hot topic. And conventional automation is hitting limits as to what it cannot do. That's where our hands come in. Our core value proposition is bring near human capability that is hardware and software agnostic, meaning you could plug into any existing automation system to add more capability to whatever is out there in industry. And one of the key components or one of the key factors we've been focusing on over the last couple of years in R&D is the system has to be simple to integrate, easy to use, so the end user doesn't need roboticists on staff, and most importantly, it has to be economical. comparable to the simple grippers shown on the left-hand side of the screen. The three products on the right are our main products. These are 5-finger robotic hands. And what they allow us to do is a variety of tasks, from simple pick and place with a talus hand to much more complex bimanual manipulation with the artist decks. When we introduce into this mix of high dexterity, a myriad of sensors, artificial intelligence, as well as object localization and recognition, what we get is something called zero-shot manipulation. This means our hand could now interact with the object for which it does not have been previously programmed to do so. It sees an object, makes the shape or makes the graph corresponding to the shape, and then conduct the task that you give it, such as pick something, move it to a box, etc. This hand has been tested in the various industries, everything from industrial automation to advanced applications, including humanoid robots. So the tasks these hands could do is from simple bin picking to bimanual parts assembly. This slide shows samples of our current traction. Half of them are almost paying customers. The other half are under discussion, negotiations going forward. Most of them Fortune 500 companies are using the hand to automate internal manufacturing processes. The market opportunity is huge. I'll focus on the SOM here. That is based on demand signal we're getting from the top 8 Fortune 500 companies we're working with so far. We're looking to raise $10 million. This is we're between seed and Series A. So look at $10 million to help us scale manufacturing, complete our R&D certification, and prepare for seed A. Thank you.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Harpal. And the first question from Alexandra, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the presentation. My question is, what makes you better among competitors? Because I believe there's some competition on the market.
Yeah, our competition is in two extremes in the 5-finger hand market. Either there are companies like Shadow Robot, which have been around for decades. They got very sophisticated hands, but they're very heavy. They weigh 4.3 kilograms, and the price point is north of $150,000 per unit. And they are very fragile. They are not designed for industrial applications. And contrast to that, our hand from day one has been designed for rugged applications. They're dust water resistant, and we are also working on a new model that will be waterproof for offshore use. The weight is a factor, the price is a factor, is all listed in the green highlighted for our hands. And the biggest factor is we need to make the hand close to the human hand in form factor and the capabilities, grip force, speed, sense of touch, everything for under $35,000. That's where we are right now, single unit manufacturing. With scaling, we could bring the price down by another 30%, which is critical for high volume adoption across industries.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Kelly, please, your question.
Thank you, Julia. Harpal, what is your typical sales cycle, and how do you plan to convert your already completed paid pilots into large-scale contracts?
Right. That's a very good question. It's a very interesting answer here. Something I was not expecting 2 years ago, to be honest. Our goal up to now is to just sell hands. Then we realized some of these big companies, I will mention anybody like automotive manufacturers, they have their own ecosystem of manufacturing, some of them 300 to 400 factories across the world. They're not interested in buying 1 or 2 hands. They want to test the hands in early trials. We are now on a second trial with one of these tier 1 manufacturers, with a third trial starting in November. And they want to give the thumbs up to adopt the hand. If it is adopted, it'll be used across the 340 factories around the world to automate, which is the demand to grow 10,000 robots over the next 5 years.
Great.
So we want to focus. Yeah, we want to focus on these type of customers, got their own little bubble, and just once we're in, we get that benefit of being first in with this technology.
Great.
Thank you. The next question from Jim, please.
Yeah, great presentation. How do you classify Tesla's Optimus robot in the work that you're doing?
Yeah, 4 weeks ago, there was an article out, Tesla ran into some technical problems. I'm not here to sling mud, but go back 2 years, we were talking on a regular basis with Tesla engineers when they were trying to scope out how do we get to such level of dexterity. At that point, they were pushing out 11 DAW fans. That's 11 degrees of freedom. That's 11 independent joint movements. 2 years later, they came up with the 22 DAW fan for the Optimus. And now that hand has hit a barrier where his foot is failing. So we are now making an effort here internally with my team, including Mr. Peterson, who's on the line with me, to reach out to Tesla, see how we can help them out.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you. Alexander, quick question, please.
Maybe I missed. Do you have a slide with your team?
I do not have a slide of my team here. My team is 13 people total. My co-founder, my wife Nancy, and I. Can I finish my answer, or is it, Julia?
Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah. So the only two non-technical people on the team, which I should say three now with Mr. Peterson on board, are myself, Robert Peterson, who's advising on business development, fundraising, and Nancy, who's our financial officer, HR person. Everybody else we hired has a degree in engineering, applied physics, or advanced AI.
The question is
Sorry?
just about the founders. What is the background?
Oh, the founders, yeah. So the company founder is Aftar Mandaher. He's the CTO, my son, and my wife and I came as initial investors when he founded the company. And he has a degree in integrated engineering, specialization in computer sciences and electrical engineering. And we have 6 other engineers with the same skill set, and they're all ESOP holders as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Harpal. I'm stopping your screen sharing and inviting our next presenter, Vince, with the startup Futr. Hope I pronounced it correctly.
Okay, guys, let me go and share my screen really quick.
Yeah, please.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. You can start.
All right, perfect. All right, hey everybody, I'm Vince. I'm the founder and CEO of Futr. If crypto in the stock market is too hard to understand, predict outcomes instead. Anyways, this is someone's grandma. She just asked her grandson to teach her about crypto and stocks. Now, this is the grandson. 2 months later, he's explained every single aspect relating to stocks and crypto, but she still has a hard time getting into it. And all she wants to do is predict and earn rewards for being correct. Now enter Futr. Futr is a social flying prediction platform where anyone can make predictions and get rewarded for being correct. Most people don't understand crypto or stocks, but they do have opinions, and Futr lets them predict what happens next with just one singular tap. And Polymarket and Calcia already proved this model. They've done $2 billion and $15 billion in volume with tens of millions of dollars in revenue, and there's demand, and a lot of it at that. We're built for regular people, not just Web3 or stock traders. Users earn stablecoins and tokens, predict real-world or in-game events, simple, social, and ever-evolving. Futr feels like a social game. Swipe predictions, earn rewards, and join the conversation. Our social features bring in Twitter-style posts and prediction leagues, while creators can launch events and monetize engagement. It's simple, fun, and built for absolutely everybody. Now, given that we're a lean but battle-tested team, I'm Vince, Techstars alumni and former founding team member of MSL, which is acquired by Orange Comet. Errol here was also a Techstars alumni, part of the engineering team at MSL. And Jeremy here brings finance and ops strength to Futr and everything that we're doing. We're currently backed by XTC Tech and supported by the RackDAO Accelerator in the UAE. We've brought on amazing advisors from GS Futures and Circle of Games. And our partner stack includes Line, Kaya, XTC, and more. The rocket ship's built, and now we just need to scale. We've already proven demand. Over 700,000 users join our mini dApp thanks to our partnership with Line and Kaya, where users can onboard with just a few clicks and earn rewards immediately. Line, with over 200 million users and deep roots across Asia, gives us a clear launch pad into Japan, Taiwan, Indonesia, and beyond. This region is virtually untapped when it comes to prediction markets, and we're positioned to lead. Now, given that, we have tokenomics, and it's designed towards rewarding knowledge. Our utility token is rewarded by prediction accuracy. The more you get right, the more you earn, and much more. And now we're currently raising at an 800,000 seed round at a $5 million valuation to scale from 700,000 users to over 2 million. Funds will go toward product marketing and new hires as we move our users from our mini app to the main platform. And we've already raised about 150K, by the way, on this round. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I would love to hop into the future with you guys if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vince. We have the first question from Alexander.
What is your stage? Do you have any revenue already?
Yeah, so we launched the mini dApp with them. We launched an NFT line, and we only ended up earning a few $100, just because they barely had their stablecoin predictions as well. But now they have their stablecoin predictions, and we're looking to move on towards that profitability in terms of our revenue directly afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question from Sarah, please.
Yeah. Are your predictions outcomes on chain, off chain, or hybrid? And how do you verify results?
Yeah, so currently we're building it on top of XDC network at the moment, but we plan to go on chain. Every single prediction is on chain, but we're planning to go multi-chain in that sense.
Okay, thank you. I saw the question from Leon, but maybe it was already covered. Yeah, Leon, please. You're welcome. You're muted, maybe. We do not hear you.
Yeah. So when we're talking about stablecoin and prediction of stablecoin, it means we can use dollar anything like stablecoin. So how is this different from just using current currencies or something like this? Because stablecoin is stable.
Yeah, stable coins, and we can definitely use fiat. We're actually talking about making MVP on that in the next upcoming few months, but we've ended up focusing on stable coins because it's very frictionless. Almost everybody in the world can get into it, right?
Yes.
There's no border or anything like that. So, anyone absolutely in any part of the world that owns stable coins can get into predictions with us. And so that's why we chose it.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, if not, thank you so much, Vince, for your pitch.
Thank you so much, guys.
Screen sharing. And we are moving to our last but not the least presenter, AxonJay. Are you ready to share your screen?
Yes.
Hi, Jean-Philippe.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Julia.
Hi. So if you're ready to share your screen,
I will not share any screen.
Yeah, okay.
I will talk. I think you saw
Yeah,
already
okay.
enough slides. I can share slides afterwards if you want to, for everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Jean-Philippe. I'm the CEO and the founder of AxonJay. And my past is always in deep tech, 25 deep techs, 3 successful exits. The last one, or the 4 last one, I saw that somebody was there from London, to Cable and Wireless, where I sold one of my ventures and or endeavors. And the last one I sold to Dun & Bradstreet. And in Dun & Bradstreet, I had to stay for 3 years, and I had the opportunity to lead a new department or create a new department called Innovate Data, where we did innovation with data, where I met my co-founder and current CTO, and we tried a million things, and 999,950 did not work, but 50 things did work. We filtered out 4 things that we loved, and we started 3 years ago, or 3.5 years ago, AxonJay. We built during 3 years a platform as a service, a self-machine learning platform. And basically what we are doing is very simple. We are the only green, transparent, and decentralized AI platform in the world. So we are doing predictive AI. We predict in real time what a company will do tomorrow. This is based on a cocktail of signals. It's dynamic, and you can give feedback on that. And why are we transparent? Because we tell you which signal has what impact in the family of algorithms. So you can give feedback on that, you know why, and immediately in real time, you're getting a new ranking. So we're following 80% of all businesses in the world, and we can rank them, and we can predict their behavior in real time. We're also doing that with a data peeling technique. We're translating data into signals. We're also doing that with a deposited technique as well, where we're using up to 80% less electricity because we don't have to crawl all the data all the time. We have customers like SAP, HP, WNS, but we also have smaller customers. We already generating, we started commercializing late last year. We're already having almost 750,000 euro turnover. We're going way above the 1.5 million by the end of the year. We'll be by the end of the year also cash flow positive. We are having already offices in Singapore, New York, London, and Brussels. We are Brussels based, but we're happy to move wherever the business will take us. We're a regular speaker about more aware decision taking based on AI in Davos, where we really had an oversubscription of our workshop. We had 40 places, we had more than 900 subscriptions. And we are doing impactful projects like for Scripps, where we automatically use count fiber microplastics with our technology. We are also one of the only ones that, all right, I'll take some questions.
Thank you, Jean-Philippe. So you have additional 3 minutes for questions and answers. I already see the first question from Alexandra.
Yeah, thank you, Julia. Thank you for the presentation, Jean. My question is, are you currently fundraising?
Yes, we are planning to do a Series A in 27, late 26. We already raised 2 million in seed.
From VC funds or angels?
From angels mostly, and 2 VCs, but smaller parts in the VCs world. So Belgian VCs, and the rest are angels, and these are global angels. So they're coming from everywhere. But we're looking. We already did our seed round with a valuation of 12 million euro, and we're going for a Series A in 27 or early 27, late 26, with a higher valuation, of course.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Alexander, please.
Can you tell me about how the system works a bit more? So you're scanning the internet, yeah, you're finding some information, and then you analyze it and give signals?
Yes, so basically what we do is we are monitoring 80% of all businesses in the world, and we translate what they're doing into signals, and a cocktail of signals is predicting a behavior. Will that company buy your product, buy your service, hire people, will be more at risk, etc., etc. So with SAP, for instance, we built 12 AI agents in predictive AI. These are not LLMs, they're predictive AI, where we, for instance, in real time show the risk when a company or one of their customers will pay their invoice. We predict also in real time for HP in Asia Pacific when to which company they need to go to sell their product to. So because they know when to call them, with what signals, so they saw the signals in transparent. So when they approach them, they know they're at the right moment and they know what to say. But we do that for millions of companies in one go, and you get most likely to less likely to, so you can focus on the hot ones for the moment, and you can give feedback on that.
Okay.
So we even incorporated Simon Cowell's golden buzzer, if we can call it. So once they hit a customer, then it overrules all the algorithms, and they get more of the good in real time. They're going to look automatically for localized with the same cocktail of signals, etc., etc. So it's a very dynamic, very fast, in real time working thing, because all our competition is working with data from the past, is working, like it's not working in real time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I can see a question from Leon, please.
Yeah, very quickly. What is the error of your prediction or analysis, and what are results, or what's the traction of your results?
Very good question, Leon. We guarantee from the get-go, because we have like already 10 automated agents. You just can buy them from a menu. With those automated agents, which are not bespoke, so they're not specialized with your cocktail signals, those general ones, we guarantee as soon as you use them, 30% better results. And the more feedback you're giving, you're improving from 30 to up to 80% quite quickly. So it depends on the market, depends on the agent.
Okay, thank you.
Jan, and the last quick question from Walid, please.
I just looked at your presentation, and I see those agents like Fund Advisor, Train Your Own, Enterprise Solution. Are these agents interfering with existing LLMs like, OpenAI or Claude, or you are You build your own LLM? Are they
No,
MCP or what is going on?
It's not LLM based at all. So we are using LLMs in order when people can give comment, and then with micro language modeling, this is re-changed or retranslated into a signals. Basically, what we do is we build predictive agents based on a cocktail of signals. They are predicting a behavior on a company. Will that company buy your product? And this is a cocktail, dynamic
But
cocktail.
those agents are acting on a trained data, or what is the repository that those agents are acting on to get the predictive,
But we have a basic cocktail that guarantees that. So they're trained on that, on the basic cocktail of signals that we're having. But the machine is continuously proposing also new signals, and then you get feedback on that, and that is trained again. So basically, we put the bias with our customer. He's training the model all the time by the feedback loop.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Jean-Philippe, for your pitch. That's all. All participants have presented their startups. So, dear judges, please be sure to evaluate all the companies. I will need several minutes to check and close the voting. Alexander, please, could you help me with summarizing today's event? So what do you think about participating companies today? What are your best selected? What do you think?
It's interesting, but today we had a lot of biotech, health tech companies. Not sure, sometimes it's happening. As I understand, a lot of founders today are from Europe, at least who graduated from Cambridge, Oxford, and other UK universities. And so I'm glad it was really interesting to listen for your pitch, guys, today. So the teams are strong, and the ideas are great. And so in a few minutes, we will know who is the winner and who can come to Silicon Valley to pitch for free. Anyway, we do our events in Silicon Valley every month. So if you are here, you can come. I believe we have one tomorrow in Palo Alto. So if you are here, please come. Also, I can see Volodymyr here. He's a representative of our Menlo Park University, and we organize immersion programs for startups who are going to raise round A in Silicon Valley. So we'll have one week program in autumn. So if you want, you can come. Volodymyr is here. Maybe you can just add a few words, Volodymyr.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Volodymyr Hochelik. I'm, as Alexander already said, the program manager of MPU University, Menlo Park University. I'm also a venture partner at Network VC and affiliate faculty at the Goldman School of Public Policy, UC Berkeley. So I'm really amazed with all the presentations I saw today. Sorry for my being late because I had another meeting previously. Well, I would like to say hi to Oxbridge because when I started the university, I saw about the conglomeration of Oxford and Cambridge. Then they were like, and I heard the first time this term, and here the first time within 20 years that I heard it again. So it's really cool that they're sticking together as Berkeley and Stanford, though being different by nature because we have the public university and the private university, but they are also sticking together. Thank you so much for everything you are doing. You're making this world better. Thank you.
Thank you, Vladimir. And Jim, besides you are in, how you said that you are in Space State, yeah? Or Space Coast, yeah. So we invested in our first space tech startup, Jim. We don't hear you, Jim, if you can talk. No, probably Jim is talking to somebody else. Okay. Julia, are we ready?
Let me check. Do we have Victoria? Victoria, could you help me please with closing the votes?
I believe we can close, Julia, because we don't need to
Yeah, I have some, I need some help from our technical staff, I mean.
Absolutely, no
okay.
problem at all. Give me a second. Would you like me to close the votes and share the screen, or will you share the screen
please,
yourself?
please close voting because I have some
Okay.
delay with pushing
No
the
problem. No problem at all.
After the voting
Yeah,
and
moment.
announcing the winners, guys, we'll have an informal discussion about the venture capital in different regions, what's going on in different industries. So if you'd like, you can stay. We'll have just a talk. Judges did not see each other for some time, so I'll be glad to talk.
Okay. Julia, I think the voting broadcast is ready.
Okay, let me update my page and see.
I think it changed right now, and so it's the fourth icon on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, I'm ready to share my screen. Hope it works. So you can see my screen. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see how business angels have voted. So based on business angels voting, the first place with the biggest score went to RealNose. Let's see what about expert board. So expert board, you can see the same situation that RealNose received the highest score. Let's see how official judges voted. Here we see some kind of different situation. So the highest score went to Cassia.ai. And I think you won't be surprised with the total score and who will be the winner of today's event. Let's see. Hooray! So the first place goes to RealNose. The second one goes to Cassia.ai. And the third place goes to Sarcomere and Oxbridge Clinical, I see.
Congrats to RealNose.
Yeah. And absolute winner is RealNose. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Please.
So, not sure if your nose is more real than my nose, but at least you won this competition.
Thank you very much. Very exciting.
Okay, great. So, you are welcome to come and pitch. Not sure, where are you based? Remind us.
In Boston.
In Boston. Okay, probably you will not have an opportunity to come to tomorrow, but next time for next event we are waiting for you. Victoria,
Okay.
are you still with us?
Yes, absolutely. So next event is on July 24th, but we're going to have events at the end of the month, possibly till the end of the year, but we don't have dates confirmed and we're going to be moving them around. So if you can come on July 24th, let me know. You're going to be pitching for free. And if you can't come, you could possibly come in the end of August or the end of September. And you know, as a startup, you gotta check out Silicon Valley at least once a year. There are a lot of people who would love to meet you.
Victoria is organizer of our pitch events in Palo Alto and Menlo Park.
Yeah, I'm the event director, so I'm going to be there tomorrow. It's a shame that you would not make it because it's getting very close.
Okay, yes, no problem. I think I'll in July. Yes, I'm gonna be in Greece, but I guess end of August or September would be great.
Wonderful. We have a wonderful American Greek VC who also invests in startup like yours, Stratos Davlos. So I'm
Okay,
sure
cool.
he would also love to meet you.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, next time. Ella, oh, sorry, Kelly, I have a startup from Toronto for you.
Yeah, that would be great.
I will make an introduction later. So
But
guys,
right now, yes, please.
yeah, so what I understand today is a big event in Montreal, yeah, for startups and VCs. No?
I'm not sure. I'm based in Toronto.
Yeah. But one startup just sent me the information. So like 1,000 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So guys, if you'd like to say something, we are open to discussion. Any questions? Any comments? Any news? Walid, is it now safe in Middle East?
We get in news as Elon Musk said, nothing is guaranteed but excitement, So
Okay.
so sometimes you get things, really tensed up. But again, yeah, the region is very promising, very bullish regarding startups and a lot of money and stuff like that. But those tensions, just freeze things for a while. Then you need to push things back and all. But I hope things will be settled soon. I mean, hopefully, hopefully.
And is
Although-
crypto the industry #1 in venture between venture capital industries in Emirates now or not?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they have a very bullish initiative towards PropTech, and they starting also tokenizing. They launch a platform from the Land Department, which is the government entity for tokenization, and then every week they like sell one property tokenization on a BOC. It still is off chain, but it's going to be on chain quite soon. So they have a couple of sandbox that are really sort of flexible, in order to test things here and there. But yeah, it's getting more and more with the regulator, like VARA, the crypto regulator, which has been established last year, and now the property also established their own regulation and all. I think in terms of the regulation is moving in a more rapid manner, which makes like an attraction point from everywhere in the world.
Okay, I see. Thank you. I see John wanna say something. Raised his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Alexander. I just wanted to make a point, being in Hong Kong and focusing on Southeast Asia. We have a very interesting situation out here in that we have a lot of emerging economies in various levels, but we're really starved for risk capital out here. And so one of the things we're doing, I'm associated with Founder Institute as sort of one of the things I do. We're consolidating and realigning our chapters down from Korea down to Indonesia, get more of a regional approach, but we really need to grow the investor base. So it's very underserved, and there's a big need for it to support the types of companies here that you support there in America. So I put my LinkedIn page in the chat. If anyone is interested in talking about anything from basically we're focusing on Hong Kong down to Indonesia, if that's on anyone's radar, I'd be happy to talk to you.
Thank you, John. Jim, so what's going on in space industry? Space tech.
All kinds of great stuff. It's the launch cadence out here is just amazing. We're going to have upwards of 150 launches this year. We anticipate Blue Origin will have New Glenn back up by the end of the year. SpaceX is working on building out the infrastructure for Starship out here on the Cape. And that's going to be a real game changer. Who knows how much longer that'll take in development. They've had a couple of setbacks, but just being able to get payload to orbit at such a tremendously low cost and to have a reusable vehicle like Starship, it's going to be a real game changer for the space industry. But it'll be really about, at the end of the day, who cares about the rocket? It's about the payload. But I really think that's going to unlock the space economy. But then there's all kinds of manufacturing in space from bio on down. So it's an exciting time and a lot of fun. if anybody, I also wanted to mention, it is the 75th anniversary of launch from the Cape, and we're doing a fantastic event on July 24th, which I think is your next pitch day. But if anybody is in the area and would like to join this VIP event, just send me a note via LinkedIn, and I'll get you an official invitation. So
Great, I need to come next time. Besides, we invested in cryogen space engines for satellites.
Nice.
That will allow I would say satellites to escape missiles. So
Right. And it is nice. You know, it's I think companies going public have been a little quiet recently, but Voyager just went public, and so hopefully that kind of marks a new trend of real money going into space related technologies, and some exits and some capital being able to flow back into the markets. But yeah, Alexander, or if anybody's out this way and wants to, we have rocket launches almost every 2 or 3 days now, and it'll just blow your mind. I live right here in the Cocoa Beach area offices in Cape Canaveral, and having your feet in the ocean and seeing a rocket fly over your head is quite an experience.
So are there a lot of noise?
It's pretty loud. Luckily not too loud. The sonic booms when the Falcon 9s come back and land on land, it's loud. It definitely catches your attention, but it's not too bad of an annoyance, and it's fun to see how many people get excited, especially when it's their first launch. Just hundreds, if not thousands, of people are out, lining the beaches and all around the Space Coast. So definitely a sector to pay attention to.
Okay, great. Mike, tell us about yourself a bit. You are muted, yeah.
Hi, everyone. Mike Fryer. I run a small company called Product Management Consulting Group here in Silicon Valley. I'm also a seed investor in a couple of startups. I've got a sensor, robot, automation, and software background, and I'm currently working part-time for 2 AI companies, one in the machine vision business, and the other is building a software platform for product managers.
Oh, interesting. And so you are in Bay Area, yeah?
Yeah, we've actually met in Palo Alto.
Yeah. Okay. Great, guys. Okay. So, Leon, you are the last. You did not tell us. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
How is the acceleration program?
Yeah, we have a meeting by the end of July about setting up this program. We're going to have to start the first cohort by the end of
We don't see
this
you.
year.
Leon, we don't see you.
Okay. But you hear me, right? Now you see me. Yeah, we're going to have the first cohort by the end of this year. And definitely I introduced university into this program. So some companies who are interested, we will organize the class in university. But it will be end of October. It will be pilot program just to show that it works, because it's a very specific program. I developed a syllabus, very specific syllabus with very specific approach and problem solving. And so we'll see.
Yeah, okay. Leon is in Israel, if you don't know, guys.
Yeah, I'm in Tel Aviv now, and we're building, I think it's called international acceleration, because one of the problem of Israeli startups, they cannot sell themselves in a good way.
Okay, great. And we are going to probably raise a longevity fund in the near future. So, guys, if you have some startups in this,
Well, we have. I'm invested in one and co-founded one startup called Longevity 120. You can find on internet in a Bluetooth, in a YouTube as well. And my co-founder has more than 1 million followers in YouTube.
Yeah, and also we had our own acceleration program in defense.
Yeah.
in spring, and so if you are interested to invest in defense, so we can send you some pitch decks, guys. So Julia, I believe we can probably finish our event today.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, startup founders, for your pitches, and your judges for sharing your time and joining us, evaluating startups, giving feedback. We are looking forward to seeing you soon at our next events. Maybe the next online event we are scheduled to organize at the beginning of the fall, but you'll be updated and invited as usual. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Great, Julia. Thank you for organizing
Thank you.
this event.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Oh, Thomas, you are with us. So, what's new in your life?
I was listening, so I'm saying that most of the startups in biotech, this is not my how to say modus operandi, mostly in AI.
What were your last investments?
Look, my last investments is funds, Cartesia. Yeah, but in the startup, look, now I focused on that building that Whitebridge AI. So, now I put it again my founders head. So, like growing fast, we'll see. I'll try to make, I call it double unicorn, first in Web3, then in Web2, and, let's see. So it's moving, growing fast, now it's above 1.2 million IRR. So, it's just fun to work with the young people, with ambitious one, with AI, everything moves very fast, So I recently mostly write checks to funds. And because for angel investment, you need to then you need to dedicate time. That's probably the most important, which besides money, which you do. Yeah, then you write funds. Somebody manages for you, just sends you reports, and that's it.
Yeah, okay. Last time on Y Combinator demo day, probably maybe I'm exaggerating, but 80% of startups were AI agents for different industries, for different roles. So accounting, finance, even robots. When it was a robotic startup, it was about changing the human, doing some stuff. But also mostly software startups, I would say. Even robotic startups were software startups.
For me, this AI change a little reminds probably around 10 years ago, the marketplaces. Then they hit it. It was like everything was marketplace size, and then eventually it turned that some of them unit economics doesn't work. So this is, I think that we're gonna get in the same with AI, that some of the models will not work in unit economics, because most of them, they're not developing their own LLMs like ourselves as well. You're employing others, and then it costs tokens. So like if you want quality, then you need a lot of like back and forth prompting, and then you calculate, how much client is willing to pay for it. So like then I heard that last startup of like, scraping millions of data. So for me it was like, wow, like, either you like really developed something really smart, or it's like so costly for you to have that infrastructure, like always like being alive and scraped. So, the data is not the cheap. It's not the cheap.
Okay. Thank you, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.